Tindzaba utifundzela ngomculo Khumalo. Siyabangena. And I'm so excited to be back. Who starts the news? No. Jen! What's happening in the studio? Aye. Fam.
Easy boy.
Lishonile malangeni lamahle. Tindzaba utifundzela ngomculo Khumalo. Siyabangena. And we are very excited to be back with news at 7. We start the news on a rather sad note today, as we discovered this morning, or rather we heard this morning, that the legendary Hugh Masekela is no more. This Hugh? Oh, Hugh Hefner lo waboda katseni.
Masekela boy.
Na Masekela?
Yes.
Hugh Hefner lo wafa.
Okay, do you boy?
We start the news on a very sad note, as we heard this morning, or rather, as I heard this morning, that the legendary Hugh Masekela is late. Rest in peace, gone too soon. We will always miss you and your music, and the Asupol adverts, and everything else in between. One of our very own controversial weatherman, who is in the studios today, surprised us this morning as the crew of News at 7 found out that he is actually enrolled in a university despite all the disappearing acts. We are going to ask him to come through, as we will ask him a few questions on his enrollment in this institution of higher learning. Mr. Weatherman, we welcome you. You look rather, changed and all intellect. So I've got whatever. So I've got questions that maybe may help the viewers at home. So what's the name of this university that you are enrolled in?
The university is called University of the People.
Yeah. So where is this? Because apparently you are a student ambassador in this university, and you are the first in Southern Africa. Where is this university located? Is it in Mogadishu? Is it in Sudan?
It is in the USA.
Wow! Wow!
Yes.
Wow! Thank you very much, Mr. Weatherman, for the information you've given us. I really hope the viewer at home will get
university. It's giving the opportunity to Swazis for the education, because in our scholarships funded by people like Bill Gates, Labo Ford Foundation. So visit the website www.uopeople.com.
Thank you very much to the Weatherman.
And one more important thing, blind,
thank you very much to the Weatherman, and I really hope that as the viewer at home, you learned a lot from the Weatherman's transformation and his academic exploits. Moving on to other news. On a rather weird note, a certain head teacher in a school in the Mazini region is forcing his teachers to ask for permission to go to the toilet, which is rather bizarre. And the teachers have complained to the REO offices about this, because what they are saying is that they feel like they are being treated like children, which they are. You can't expect a whole adult to be asking for permission to go to the toilet. Speaking of toilet, director, can I please go to the toilet? Yes. Viewers at home, I'd like to explain why the face of the news anchor was covered. It is because his identity was being protected, as these news have not been confirmed, and these are very sensitive news, so we had to hide or conceal the identity of the newsreader to protect him. Moving on to rather inspiring news. Swazi student Kolile Shiba, who is based... who is based in South Africa, has ventured into the acting business. And Shiva is doing very well for herself, as she has actually gotten roles in productions like Isibaya, Scandal, and recently The Queen, where she has roles where she's not saying anything at all. This reminds us of one Makford Sibanze who got similar roles on Isidingo, where he would nod, wave, and when he's lucky he would eat and then walk away. We congratulate Kolile on this achievement. This is very inspiring for a girl who comes from the Lubombo region in Lavumisa. Since this was a week of love, speaking of Valentine's Day on Wednesday, we have a special report for the viewers at home from our correspondent who is on the field, speaking or interviewing couples on the street about love and all things red. Let's hear it from the weatherman on the streets.
Correspondent.
From the correspondent on the streets as he talks about love. Thank you for that special report from the weatherman. I hope that you enjoyed that small clip. Huh? Thank you so much for that report from our correspondent on the field. I hope you enjoyed the special report about love. And if you're not in love, it's not our problem. Go find love. The weather report follows. Oh, before the weather report, our beloved Mbabane Swallows traveled during the weekend to Lesotho, where they walloped a certain team 4-2. I did not find out the name of the team because it's useless at this moment, because our beloved Mbabane Swallows triumphed triumphantly. Trump. Another news, Trump is still a hole. The weather report follows.
Hayi sesibuyile kanye Z7 and nami sengigelile sengisha igame. Mara kude lokushintshile solo sayogasta.